Hi, it's Sarah Hilton, and welcome to another episode of Real Estate Coffee Talk. Today we're talking about why you should get a pre-approval, what's the difference between a pre-qualification and pre-approval, and again, why you should get a pre-approval. Sit back, relax, grab your coffee or your coffee, whatever you call it, and listen in, learn a little bit. So there are really three major reasons you want to get pre-approval when you are serious about buying a home. Number one, you really want a good understanding of how much you can afford. I know that a lot of people, they go on certain sites and they plug in their salary, they plug in, what they think their credit score is, and they get a value there. And a lot of times that value is really misleading. You can talk to any lender you want and they'll tell you that really that's not a good gauge. I mean, it's good to have in your head, but when you actually go shopping, you don't want that number. You want to get with a qualified lender who's gonna really look at your financials, look at what you can afford, things that you may not have even thought of, and tell you a range of what you can really afford and where you're going to top out at. There are certain things that work into that number that you may not have thought of, but they're there. So you want to know before you go out and see a house and you can't buy it. Number two, it gives you a lot more leverage when negotiating. We are in a seller's market right now, and buying houses, especially in certain price ranges, it's very competitive. A lot of times there are multiple offer situations, or you'll like a house and before you even get a chance to go get your pre-approval, it's under contract. So you really want to have that in hand before you even go out shopping. It's going to allow you the power to negotiate. A pre-approval signifies to a seller who's looking at your offer that you're a strong buyer, you can afford that home, and that there shouldn't be really any problems down the line. It's a lot different than a pre-qualification, because a pre-qualification doesn't go and really verify any of the information you're telling it. It just believes what you're saying. So you could say, hey, I make $100,000 a year, my credit score is excellent. And really, after your debt and everything, you might be a lot less, or your credit score might be a lot different. And so it's not really going to line up. So you want that pre-approval before you go shopping. Another reason you really want it before you go shopping is because it keeps you from finding things that might be out of your budget. Or, in a perfect world, it allows you to open up your budget. Maybe you thought you could only afford $200,000, but you talk to your lender and you can actually afford $250,000. That's a big difference when you're shopping. Or let's say you're looking at a house that's $300,000, but you can only afford $250,000. You don't want to go and get your heart broken, but fall in love with the house at $300,000, but you can only afford $250,000. So you really want that pre-approval. The last reason that you really want this is because for your realtor, they want to have that in hand to make sure that you can buy this house. Like I've said in prior episodes, realtors, we work for free up until you close. We want to serve you best and make sure we're taking you to see the properties that are the strongest for your situation. So a lot of times when a buyer first contacts a realtor, we a lot of times ask you right off the bat, have you been pre-approved? And some people get a little bit offended on that, or I know even before I was a realtor, when we went to shop, we told them, well, we're not going to get pre-approved until we find a house. And now I want to kick myself that we said that, because we actually did lose out on houses we liked because of that. So realtors want the best for you. They want to make sure you're a strong buyer and take you to see what you can afford and negotiate on your behalf. So you want to have that. That way your realtor can do their job and get you in the best house at the best price for your situation. Now, if you're thinking of buying a house this year or even in the next 3 to 6 months, let me know. I can hook you up. I have lenders that I work with that are great people. They'll give you competitive rates. I do encourage you to shop around, get the best rate, find out the best program for you. A lot goes into it. So if you'd like more information on lenders, I can connect you with. Let me know. If you're thinking of buying and want to start the process, let me know. I'll be back for another episode of Real Estate Coffee Talk. Talk to you soon. Bye.